Hello, let's do a tarot reading. So I have more of a specific question today because what I've been getting a lot is the Three of Cups in reversed. I've been getting that a lot. It's been popping up a lot. It's been popping up in readings that I'm giving out. It's popping up in tarot reading videos that I watch. So I'm curious. I want to know what's going on there. So I'm just going to take this out of the deck. I'm asking about this Three of Cups energy. I want to know what is going on with that, to whom it may concern, Let's see. So we've got the Lovers in reversed. So something might be a little disharmonious right now. The harmony is a bit off. Something feels off for sure. This could literally be about a romantic connection that you have, or it could just be about the Lover's card beyond romance and partnership. The Lover's card is about choices. It's about making choices and making decisions, and it's about what harmonizes with you, what resonates with your soul, in the sense of like what aligns the most with your ideals, your character, who you are as a person. It's about alignment. That's what this card is about. Harmony and alignment. And then after that, Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is a card about abundance. It is about prosperity. It is about being able to rely on yourself, independence, but there's also a sense of community here. So it's kind of like a duality of both. It's about being able to rely on yourself, being abundant in that aspect, and then having enough to share with those around you. So a generosity type of vibe here. Let's see what else comes out. Ace of Swords reversed again. Interesting. Eight of Pentacles reversed. So, okay. To whom it may concern, right? This Three of Cups reversed energy. So let's describe that first. I'm talking to somebody who clearly this is a prominent energy in your life. So what is this energy? This energy, I'm seeing it two different ways mainly. So on one hand, you might be somebody who feels lacking in your social life, or you feel lacking in your friendships, your relationships. You're desiring a connection and you feel like you don't have it. On the other hand, I'm talking to somebody who maybe there is a literal third party or somebody around you or people around you who are kind of looking at you weird, moving around you weird, talking about you weird. There's just a weird energy that is sort of trying to intervene with you in some way. So take it as it resonates. Could be both of those resonates for you, one or the other. Or there's just otherwise a message here that you need to hear. Clearly, the harmony is off in this way. So balance is off. And I think it has to do with, I think there's a sense of like either you're sort of questioning things about, I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's going through a deep introspection right now. You might be kind of wondering about the current relationships that you do have going on in your life and which one of those align well, which ones are falling out. You might be I might be talking to somebody who's kind of like what's the word, grieving. You might be grieving a relationship. Maybe you can feel a friendship kind of falling off and you're sort of grieving that. Otherwise, I'm talking to somebody who, in general, there's just an emphasis here on needing to find balance again with your sense of security and independence and sort of healing your relationship with independence, because it can go like, the idea of independence can be extreme in either way. You can be extremely dependent on someone or something, codependent, right? Or you can be extremely independent and you shut everybody out. Both are bad. Both are extremes. We want to find the happy medium, right? So it's about harmonizing that aspect of you right now. With this Ace of Swords, things are not feeling very clear for you right now. Things are feeling a little confusing, a little foggy. You might just be feeling off. You might be getting in your head about things, and it's just kind of, everything just feels a little confusing, or you just know that something's not right, but you don't know what it is. That's this Ace of Swords reversed here. With the Eight of Pentacles, this is a card about patience. It's a card about perseverance and patience. It's about building up a skill, which takes time and effort and experience. It's about creating the life that you want to live, creating this goal that you want to achieve. And all of that takes time. In reversed, this is like, we're kind of getting a little antsy, or like we're just wondering, like, why is this not coming? Like, what is wrong here? Like, what is going on? I'm seeing the Seven of Pentacles in my head too, which is about looking back and checking your work so far, checking how much you've got to go, seeing if it's still worth it for you. But yeah, this Eight of Pentacles energy, it's like impatience. Knight of Cups reversed. So you might also be dealing with a type of energy that maybe in, like, this could be a romantic partner, could be, it's just somebody who seems like they're not really putting in effort that you are. Somebody who seems like they're just kind of head in the clouds, or somebody who seems a bit like idealist more than realist, you know? You might be feeling like you're not getting this sense of like seriousness that you're craving, for lack of better wording. Or it could be you. It could be you who's being too idealist, you know? Take it as it resonates. Seven of Swords! I love when that happens. So we've got the Mother of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and then that Seven of Swords energy, that energy of wondering, like, assessing everything and seeing if it's still worth it for you. With this Queen of Swords is a visionary person. She's a leader. It's a visionary person. It's somebody who is passionate, who takes action, who has a vision for the future, who has a vision for how they want things to go, and they are taking the actions that they need to get there. It's also somebody who leans into their creative side. It's somebody who is confident and secure in themselves, and somebody who takes no bullcrap. You know, you don't take people's shit. I'm seeing the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is interesting, and the Tower. We'll get into that. But so I feel like this is like, I'm dealing with somebody here who, you've got this sort of idealist sort of energy in your life, and you feel like it's not providing you enough sustenance here, and it might be causing you to wonder, like, is this sort of worth it? Is this aligned with me? That type of energy. And I can see where the Two of Swords is coming in. The Two of Swords is indecision. So it might be causing you to, like, it might just be causing you a lot of grief, this whole, like, questioning if maybe you guys are aligned or something. I don't usually take cards from the bottom of the deck, but I feel guided to this time around. And then under the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. So I can see that you're definitely going through a lot of questioning, a lot of stress around this. I'm wondering, like, okay, I'm wondering if it is aligned. So I'm gonna go with this deck. I can see that we're questioning here if something is aligned with you and you're kind of grieving certain things. I want to know, let me know, Spirit, what should I ask? Is this person, whoever I'm reading for, I can see that they're clearly going through a lot of grief with questioning if this connection of theirs or if this endeavor of theirs is aligned with them, or if they should just kind of, they have to leave it. So let me know. Is it aligned with them? What's going on with that? 5 of Swords and the Sun reversed. Hold on. 5 of Swords. Self-destruction. So a lot of this grief that you're feeling, it might be instigated by external factors, but really it's coming from inside of you. 11:11 on the clock when I said that just now. It's coming from inside of you. 5 of Swords and the Sun reversed. The Sun is a joyous celebratory card. It's a very happy card. It's confidence. It's the good part of your ego. It's things being illuminated, you being illuminated. In reversed, this is just it could be a lot of self-doubt. It could be a lot of questioning, a lot of maybe kind of viewing yourself in a bit of a harsh light. I'm getting. I don't usually read that with this card, but I'm getting that here, especially with the 5 of Swords. So all of this grief and pain and upset that you're dealing with, it's kick-started by external factors around you, but really the pain is coming from deep inside of you. So let me read more into that. Tell me more. Oh, okay. I got guided to use Oracle, so we're gonna go to the Seashell Oracle. Love this deck, by the way. So first card out was Tide, Flow, Change, and Presence. Sea Glass, Time, Healing, and Fortune. Cowrie, Prosperity, Protection, and Trade. Sailor, Navigation, Adventure, and Travel. Honestly, my dear reading friend, I think the bulk of all of this is really meant to be, it's showing up to you now as, and at the bottom of the deck, Venus Comb, Conquest, Love, Sexuality, Conquest. So I think the reason that all of this is popping up for you right now, the reason you're kind of going through this rough patch with yourself right now, it's a journey of self-reflection and understanding. Lately, I've been seeing I've been hearing a lot about the concept of how people kind of metabolize the events that happen in their life and their emotions. Some people kind of keep it inside of themselves and they digest it all as it comes, and they process it first. They don't put it away for later, And then there's other people who they will just kind of put it in the back of their mind eventually, and then it just kind of like setting it aside for later, so then it seems like they're moving on and they're doing well, but really it's gonna pop up again later for them to digest. It's just not an immediate processing. So that has been an emphasis on like the types of readings that I've been seeing. and I'm hearing about it now, like in my head. So what I think I might be talking to somebody who is on that other end of the spectrum, where you maybe tend to process things later after they happen, right? So for a while it seems great and fantastic and wonderful, and then all of a sudden you're like thinking about these things that are old, and you know, but it's just that you're processing things now that you had set aside before. It's just coming up for you now. So with tide, flow, change, presence, definitely the more you try to fight this internal processing, I think the more painful you'll make it for yourself. It's a natural process. It's coming up for a reason. The timing of it has come up for a reason. Your body has decided to deal with it now for a reason, right? It wouldn't just show, oh, I just saw 555 on the clock. It wouldn't just show up for you just to make you suffer. That's not how that works, right? So it's important to try your best to go with the flow of these things and to be present. Be present. Be present, okay? Be mindful. Be aware of your emotional journey through whatever it is that you're dealing with right now. Sea glass, time, healing, fortune. Understand that the pain that you're dealing with right now, it's going to crystallize into very useful information and very beautiful experiences, okay? You don't need to know how. You don't need to know when, okay? You just need to know that it is doing that right now, actively. So I think that's very important to you. It's probably tempting to be like, oh, but it hurts and I don't want to be dealing with this. Like, I get it. I understand completely. I know that feeling. But I've never, in the practice of staying mindful when I am going through those dark internal times, in the practice of staying present and aware and actively diving into it instead of trying to push it down, I have never once been let down by the end of it, you know? I've never once gone through a painful experience in which I either maintained myself in the sense of staying present or I had no choice but to stay present. I've never come out of it disappointed or feeling like it wasn't worth it. You know, I've always come out of it feeling like it was worth it. And I think that's important for you to understand right now with the sea glass card. Cowrie, prosperity, protection, and trade, and sailor. So this is definitely an adventure for you. It's probably not a fun one right now, but it's something that you're navigating as you go. And I do get the sense that you have some wisdom, but it's still something relatively new or just generally uncomfortable, something you're not too experienced with, but you do have some experience here. You have some wisdom here from past experiences, past relationships, and you are protected. You are protected, but you've also there's something here that you don't quite understand yet how much it's worth, and it's worth a lot. This experience that you're going through, this pain that you're dealing with right now, you don't understand it right now, but it's actually very useful. It's worth a lot. Basically is what I'm trying to say. That I'm really getting that with this cowrie card. I'm seeing that you are I just saw 911. I'm sorry, I keep saying all the numbers, but they must be important if I'm guided to say it. But with cowrie here, protection, you are definitely being guided and you are definitely being protected. A while ago I was kind of introduced to the concept of like how our bodies release trauma and memory, in the sense of like when things that you haven't thought about in ages, maybe years, suddenly come up again, it's like I was introduced to the concept of like our bodies kind of storing those things away because our body knows that we can't handle all of it at one time. So instead, it gradually releases tiny bits until it's fully processed. And to us, it can look like having a few months of like everything is perfect, everything is wonderful, and then a sudden drop. And it's like you're remembering all of these old things and it's starting to bother you again and da da da. To us, it can be like taking a really, really, really long time to get over an event that happened to us a very long time ago, you know? But really, what it is our body moderating how much of it we're dealing with at one point, at one time. And our body does that to protect us. So the point I'm getting at here is that this kind of slow drag that you're going through, it's better than you being hit in the face with it all at once. The alternative is just that it's a bit of a slow drag. And that's just, sometimes that's just kind of how it is. You just have to do your best to roll with the punches here. But overall, if you ask me, oh, 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck too, which is kind of competition and petty conflict. But keyword petty, right? Overall, if you ask me, you're clearly dealing with a lot of things that likely have to do with other people, your feelings on the subject. There's a lot of grief here, but I think this entire process is aligned with you in the sense of like you're dealing with it because this is you digesting it and processing it. It's coming up for you because you're orienting yourself and you're actively deciding, yes, this is what I like. No, I don't align with this anymore. Da da da, right? And the answers are coming to you as you go. But this reading here, I think, is sent to you, 222. This reading is sent to you just to explain to you why you're going through this process, why it's popping up for you in this way. 1. And 2, it is, I think this reading is meant to just be a source of guidance for you. And I can't think of the word right now, but like it's supposed to be uplifting for you in the sense of like trust that like the universe hears you. The universe knows that you're going through a lot and you're probably not having a fun time, but the universe is also telling you that it's working out right now. Like, just trust us, it's working out right now. Everything is unfolding as it should be. I can definitely see that. I think everything is aligning itself, and that's why things feel so chaotic, and that's why you might just be on such high alert in a way, because your body and your spirit is keeping an eye out for the things that are not worth your time and the things that are worth your time. And it's helping you to decide, okay, like I'm just gonna leave this here right now. I'm dealing with all of this. I'm not investing in this person right now, I'm gonna focus on this group of people, right? Or whatever it is for you. But overall, the energy looks like it is rebalancing. 2424 might be important for you. Maybe the angel number of that, I don't know, look it up. It might be important. Or you might be seeing it. But yeah, that's your reading. I hope it helped. If it did, leave a like, maybe comment. Okay, bye.